Hey, today we wanted to walk you through a recent client build that we just finished. And it's just right behind me here in an extended high roof 2024 Ford Transit. So this build was a real fun project for us to tackle. It's built to be a family camper unit for our client and their 2 kids. The real fun part about it was it's super customizable to their specific needs and actually features a lot of different aspects that are found throughout a bunch of our floor plans. So here we are inside the camper. And as you can see, there's a lot to cover. So, like we said before, this whole thing was designed to be a family camper unit. It can sleep 4, seat 4, and dine 6 in the back. So to make this all easier to digest for you, we're going to break the van into sections. Starting with the Dinette area, going over to the Galley, and then tackling the rear lounge and sleeping area. So here we are in the Dinette area. Now this is the most transformable area of the van. You can take it from being a nice little side bench seating area like this right here, into a full seating area with a table, and even turning it into an extra bed. Now, this is mainly accomplished with the use of our broad arrow seat bed right here. This specifically is our 860 bifold seat, which lets you bring an extra 2 people along with you, but you can find more options on our website. Now let's highlight some of the features that are located here. First, we have our broad arrow window, which is right here. This is a dual pane acrylic window that helps insulate your van while still giving you a view to the outside. It also includes a built-in bug screen and blind, so you can set that however you want. Now the best part about the broad arrow window is that it's an awning style window. So it just pulls out and you can keep it at a 45-degree angle and rain won't come into your van when it's open. Now just below that, or to the side of that, sorry, is our power outlets for our 12-volt electrical system, which means when this is in seating area mode, when the broad arrow seat is facing forward and the table is attached, you can use it as like a workstation or to charge devices. And then above all that, we have this upper cabinet. Now this is actually included in another area of our van, just across on the Galley, and it just helps maximize our storage space within this build. Now before we move on to the Galley, we have to mention the enclosed shower here. So this lets you shower inside your van, obviously, instead of using the outdoor shower back there. And it also doubles as a water closet and features the real fancy Classana toilet. What this thing essentially does is wrap up your waste immediately after use, like you're flushing it away. So here we are at the Galley now, and we can start covering all the functionality we added into this section of the van for this family of 4. Now the first thing I want to point out is this Vitrifrigo Slim 150 fridge right here. Now since this van is extended, we had more space to add this larger fridge unit into the build. And this is like one of the biggest fridges we have available to us. And it has a freezer up top, a nice big section in the mid here, and then below, a crisper. So moving on from the fridge, I just want to cover this general counter space area here. So we got our countertop here, which is our broad arrow bamboo, which is actually really nice. And then on top of that, we have our Rivati sink. It's a nice deep sink model, so you can fit a ton of dishes in there. And then beside that, our single induction burners from Suburban. Now, this countertop can actually be extended with the use of the pop-up table at the very end there. And then coming up above that, we have another one of those uppers that we mentioned earlier. So we have cabinet space right here. And beside that, a microwave for quicker meals, because it's way easier. Moving on just to the left of that, because I need to mention it before I forget, is our electrical control panel. We'll cover more about the electrical system when we get to the back of the vehicle. Now moving on down to the bottom section of the Galley here, we have all our cabinet space right here, and some along the side of the Galley too. And then also here is where we store our Comet water jug system. Now this makes it easy to dispose of gray water from your sink. Right here, you just simply unscrew it and then take it out of the van and dump it. And then on the back of the Galley, because if you didn't have enough counter space inside, there's a drop-down table out there with access to plugins so you can use an outdoor cooking setup and use it right underneath of the awning outside. So now here we are in the rear of the vehicle, and this is probably my favorite part of the whole build. It's essentially a combination of a lounge seating area and a 2-bed bunk kind of setup. So I'll kind of go through it and we'll figure out all the different features as I do that. So right here we have a removable table. It's on kind of a swivel system like this, so you can move it around nice and easy. And this whole dining area can fit 6 people. So if it's their family comfortably, and if they want to have friends tag along behind them on the road for a bit or whatever, they can hop in, have a meal with them, and then head back. Now, this whole setup, you can remove this table and then turn these lounge benches into a whole bed. And that will basically be below here, it's nice and comfortable. And then above us is a Lippert Smart Bed. So this is a mechanical bed that will raise and lower, giving you an additional space to sleep 2 people. So besides turning into a bed, these platforms right here also fold up and give you access to your water system and your electrical system here. And they have 2 big storage cubby areas just near the front of the lounge space. Now, at the back of these platforms as well, on the passenger hand side, you have an outdoor shower unit. So if it's nice out, you can shower outside instead of in the indoor shower unit, or if you need to shower 2 people at once. And then on the driver's side, you have some outlets out back. So you can use that to plug in some gear at the back here while you're sleeping or whatever else you need. Now, to the front of this whole area right here that we kind of forgot to mention is these little cubbies right here, which are accessible from the beds. And speaking of beds, you have 2 steps here and here to help you get into the Lippert lift bed above me. Now, because this is like a bunk bed system, it can get pretty hot. So we have 2 broad arrow windows directly across from each other, allowing you to create a nice cross breeze. But otherwise, I really love this setup in here, and it's a combination of a bunch of some aspects from different floor plans, and I really love what we did for this build. So that basically covers it for the inside of this build. Now, before we let you guys go, we just want to mention that we do have an Orion roof rack system up top, which lets us attach that nice big electric pneumatic awning system there, and also houses our solar system, our AC unit inside, and the max air fan. Remember that we have links in the description below, so you can check out our spec list of this build to get more info about that and all the other systems in this build. But yeah, I'm happy to be here with you guys today. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.